Where is Motormaster? I was supposed to battle Motormaster.
He is in combine mode, and Triple T doesn't want to transform him.
Well, he really needs to put more efforts into these skits. This is getting boring.
Well, at least you don't sound like Grimlock.
Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Fans Toys reissue Maverick FT-30A, and he comes improved, I promise you. The box is rather huge, and he has some nice imaging here. The colors doesn't really line up always, but still. And you have the pictures on the back that you want to have, you know, alt mode, bot mode, and no combine mode. Okay, so let's skip that. And of course you have that little cartoon alt mode there. A very nice box indeed. Yeah. The instruction booklet this time is really good. I'm not kidding. It actually took me through the transformation. There is one part where I actually, had to use too much force and my table got scratched. So, yeah. And I put that there just for funsies. You get the little collector's card. Looks really nice with the same picture from the box. And, I mean, he's not that... Well, you can see. I don't know which these are, so... But 8 and 9s are very good. Skill, I think that is. And I think that is gunpowder or something like that. Well, He comes with an alternate head. I don't really know why. I think this is more maybe cartoon accurate, but it looks exactly the same as the one that is on him, except this face is screaming. And you get IDW. Or maybe it's a toy face? Maybe it's a toy face, yeah. This is going to be a toy face. Toy face! And of course he comes with his rather small gun. Looks good though, painted in a very shiny, brown grayish type of color. Looks good. I would have liked it a bit on the larger side though, because this really disappears on him, as you can see. Let's get up close and personal on him. He is a sculpt worthy of masters. I mean, look at that face. That cute little sourpuss face. I'm scared of flying, but I'm a Concorde. Ooh! And if we go all the way around, you can see he has a little backpack there. And yes, it's kind of big, but at the same time, he's very slim and slender. So I think that is okay. And this time, these wings are articulated. They weren't on other renditions of this, but I think the Fans Toys was from the beginning, so quite nice. You have a lot of detailing here, more than we usually get from Fans Toys, but this is, I think, 8-year-old mold that they have reissued. But still, it looks good, and it's very hefty. It has a lot of quality plastic and die-cast in it. For the life of me, I can't transform this leg the correct way, so I have this piece sticking out. You are supposed to fold that down, and it's okay on this leg, but on this, no, it doesn't work. But look at that detailing on the legs. And I like that these little things fold down. You can push them up if you want to see that hollow piece, but I think that looks better. So I have them down like that. Die-cast feet, of course. A bit of unsightly wing on the back. But still, it looks good. And there is a lot of die-cast in this bot. So I will be going through that as we go along. And again, you have that little backpacky thing there. You should probably have this angled differently so it can push down like that. Maybe that looks better. Yes, it does. And for articulation, peoples, the head can go around, not all the way, because then it just, well, it can if you make him look up. Otherwise, you really can't. This is on a plate, So if you angle that too much, that will just loosen up, unfortunately. These can go in and out, of course. The arms can go out to the side. They can unhinge totally if you want to. They can do a 360. So you can actually do a lot of things with these shoulders, even though they are kind of strange. You have a bicep rotation. You have less than 90 degree, which is strange. I think they could have just made that a bit longer, I think. At the elbow there. The hands are fairly squarish. Usually Fans Toys makes better looking hands. But I mean, these are still very, very nice, and you can angle them however you want to. You can rotate them. You can't really fold them in and out, but you don't really need to. I usually have them like this, because that's the way I like it, and that's the way they are going to transform best. Let's get these arms out of the way. You have limited waist rotation, no ab crunch whatsoever. These sides are kind of annoying because you can't really fold them away, but the legs, I'm going to try anyway because this is scary stuff. The legs go out to there, and they can go further back, but these nose cones just hinder them. If I fold that away, I can make him keep backwards like that. You have a 90 degree at the knee with some nice pieces here, so it looks good. You can tilt the foot. Nothing really backwards and forwards. You can, but you have to lift this up. Now you can make the foot go like that if you want to, but that's more for transformation than anything else. So, yeah. Every time you actually do anything with these, they tend to just extend for transformation. So that would be the only nitpick I have with this bot mode, I think. And of course, you can give him his gun, and he will hold that fairly good. You just have to get those. This hand is stiff. This is just loosey-goosey. You can tab that in and make the fingers close around it. And there you have him holding his little gun, so now he can shoot any Earth-based Decepticon to his heart's content. And as you can see, as I said before, this is rather smallish compared to the one you got with Zeta Toys and so on. But still, it looks really nice. Speaking of Zeta, let's do a comparison, shall we? For my loyal viewers, you know that my Zeta one is broken. So when I turn him around, the backpack will be different. It will be half, and it will be half in jet mode as well. And I mean, this one is so light, and the quality plastic is laughable compared to this. So if you have this and you wonder if it's worth upgrading to this, don't wonder, just go and get them. Because you want to, because that's so much better in every aspect. There are some transformational things with him, like small tabs that, if you are not careful, will break over time, I think. But this was actually broken out of the box, and I never got the compensation for that, so I'm not really that happy about it. And you can put that up if you want to, but that just looks silly, and that's more for transformation than anything. So this was a good try, Zeta, very good try, but compared to this, it just is outshone. And there tends to pop off things on it. Oh, you can see. The quality isn't groundbreaking, let's just say that. I don't even care, I'm going to put this away. But I guess that's it for robot mode. You can, of course, take the head off. It is on a mushroom peg, and put the other head on if you want to. Or the other face, if that's more your cup of tea. I do like that smoother chin than this little edged one. And here you have him in alt mode, and it's a stellar looking Concorde. And you can, of course, do the classical crooked nose cone there if you want to. I think that looks like he's went into a wall, so I'm going to have it straight, because that's more, well, it's better looking. And he is a rather big airplane, and very back heavy, because this is where all the die-cast is. But let's do a flyby, shall we? There you can see the cockpit. Really nicely done. A lot of paneling and stuff, but it still looks fairly good. And press these together. The wings tend to do, jumping out of their sockets just because they want to. But he is very sturdy, and except for these, of course. These are just silly. I don't know really what I can do about those, but I will try to do something because this is not nice. This is the underside of him, and this is where his head is. So there is a lot of folding, and you can see the arms, the legs, everything. But it's a very, very slender mode. I think it's the most slender mode I've ever seen on Silverbolt ever, actually. Stay in. No, stay in. No. Okay, I have to do some keying, I think, on this one, because this is going to drive me nuts. And now for comparison. Here he is with Zeta Toys. And you know this is broken, so that's not really a fair comparison. But I can tell you that the Zeta version is quite smaller. And yes, silvery, but I do like the white on the Fans Toys better, because this looks aged, and it did from the get-go. As you can see, this is quite bigger. I mean, this is an optical illusion for you, but still, this is way bigger. And way nicer as well. You can, of course, on both of them, just crack the tip. And even though I think this transformation could stand to benefit from some less plastic bending, this was easier, way easier to transform than that was, because there are a lot of things here which, you don't really know where to put, especially these, shoulder pieces. And as you can see, things don't really stay tabbed in. And if we compare the pieces on the underside, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called on a plane, but still, the undercarriage maybe. You can see that the Zeta is much heftier than the Fans Toys, which is kind of sleek, I must say. So I do prefer this. I did like the Zeta version when I got it, of course, but I always thought it was a bit off, cracking the cockpit in half, and him being very blocky in bottom mode. And of course I was kind of mad that this was broken off, but since I'm going to throw these away, yes I am, I don't really care anymore. But there you have the comparison. Now for my conclusion. This is both an epic bot and a horrible transformation, and a great transformation at the same time. I'm going to try to explain why. I do like that every part of this bot isn't just a container for something else. Everything turns into something. I like that very much, because that actually makes it feel like a transformer. A lot of other bots just, fold the head into the body and rotate the arms, and they combine to something, but you actually have to disassemble him to transform him, and I like that. I like the concept of it. I don't like the way they did it, because there are a lot of tabs that's going to break over the years, I think. and sometimes you have to bend plastic over plastic, and maybe that's just me doing something wrong, but still, I like the transformation yet, even though it's horrible, because it is still fun and intuitive. That's actually how I feel about it. The robot mode looks great. The alt mode looks amazing. The only thing I can really gripe about are small tabs and maybe the rotation of the head. I don't know. Otherwise, he is utter perfection, and he's sturdy in every mode. And the reason I'm not showing combine mode this time is because the manual doesn't show you how to do it. So they don't really want you to until you get the last piece. I know I have the last piece, and I could look it up, but I think this is more in line of what Fans Toys would want me to portray. With that said, this is Fans Toys quality through and through, even though it is a very aged bot, and you can feel that in different parts of the transformation, in some solutions they have, and so on. It isn't really up to snuff, up to date standards, so to say. But this is just me nitpicking. I just love this bot. It looks great, it's tall as a house, and it is really my Silverbolt, so I am pleased with him. And everywhere where breakage could occur, they have circumvented that by making it die-cast piece instead. So that's very, very good. But his masterpiece score is 9. He would get a 10, but I don't want to give out too many of those a year, so he gets a 9. He's a strong recommendation from me, and should you upgrade from Zeta to this? Yes. Without a doubt, it's worth it. It's fun to play with, it's going to hold longer than Zeta Toys did, and I'm actually going to transform him again, because I think it's an adventure. So as I said, this is a strong recommendation from me. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.